Good morning. How you doing this morning? The time is now 4:18 in the a.m. And this morning I got up with a song in my mind this morning, and it was just in my spirit. And the song said, "I don't mind waiting on you, Lord." A lot of us sometimes we refuse to wait on Him. We can't wait. We just have to rush and do some things that is not called for, but we got to understand that we must wait on Him. Yesterday we had a wonderful time in service. Yesterday it was the rainbow, talking about many colors and talking about what the yellow mean, what the purple mean, what the red mean, and what the we was talking about so much that my spirit got filled this morning, like yesterday. And this morning when I rolled this morning, I rolled this morning in my right mind. I was able to say, "Lord, I thank you for this morning, because I don't mind waiting on you, Lord." I see that I'm going to go through some things, and there was some times like a few months ago that we went through some things. We was being bullied, we were being pushed around a lot of times, but God was still able. He was still able, saying, "Chris, I'm going to pull you through this storm. Your storm is not over yet. Your storm is just beginning." How many have been through a storm where you feel like you ain't got no place to go? You feel like you ain't got no one to turn to. I've been to those places that I ain't have no one to turn to. I've been through that place where I was out of groceries in the household, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. All I could do is just say, "Lord, I'm depending on you." How many really truly believe that when you depend on God, that means you got to put everything aside. You got to put everything down and say, "Lord, I am really trusting in you to fix this thing." I know somebody out there know what I'm talking about. I know somebody done been through the situation that I done been through. How many done been afraid that your life's gonna get cut off now? But you're study talking to God about your situation now. But you don't understand, but you must wait on Him now. But you cannot force yourself this morning. I want to encourage you, if I have to encourage you. I want you to know that God is able to deliver you. I want you to know that God is able to pull you through your storm now. But you got to wait on Him. You cannot just rush things like we want to do with the microwave. We want to microwave this and we want to microwave that. But there come instructions with things that you got to put in the microwave. It may say 12 seconds or it may say 12 minutes. But when you got to go through the whole procedure, you got to go through the whole 12 minutes. But I want to tell you something. How many of you can give God at least an hour of your time and tell God thank you for waking you up this morning? I'm talking to you, Facebook, this morning. I'm talking to you, YouTube, this morning. I want to know how many of you are able to tell God, "I thank you for my trials. I thank you for my enemies, because they're making me stronger. I can lift my voice now." I want to encourage you this morning. Don't worry about what they say you can't do. Don't worry about what they say you won't do. See, I don't have people put me down, told me I'd never be nobody, no, told me I'd always be in jail. Oh yes, Chris used to go to jail back to back, y'all. But look at me now. I'm doing a work for God, because one day as I was sitting in that cell, I told God, "For God I live, and for God I die." I said, "Lord God, I need you now like never before. Come and help me, Lord. Plead my cause. Oh God, how that sit high and look low, God. It's only in your eyes that I done this, Lord. Please forgive me and help your servant, Lord. I'm begging you, God, to come and help me now. I need your help." See, I was down in the ground like those 3 Hebrew boys that were placed in the furnace of fire. They depended on God. They say if he don't come, so it be God. But now I had to do the same thing. I say if I don't get free from the situation I'm in, I'm still gonna serve him. I'm still gonna serve him. How many of you know that God will put you to that test? He put me to the test, y'all. I was gone for 2 years and 6 months, but I didn't stop serving him. I kept on serving the one that created me from the dust on up, blew in my mouth and gave me the breath that I'm breathing and gave me the eyes that I'm seeing you with today. I kept on praising God, and people looked at me. Don't you know you got 20 years and you stood around here praising God? You stood around here talking in tongues. Don't you know you got 20 years? What you gonna do those 20 years? Are you gonna keep on talking about Jesus will and Jesus won't? But let me tell you something. During those 2 years, it was the worst 2 years I ever experienced. But I kept on serving God, and kept on pushing my way through my storm, pushing my way even when the enemies came my way. But let me tell you something. Sometimes you can be your own enemy, but you got to tell God, Lord, I live and Lord, I die. But God, as long as I got you on my side, I'm gonna be all right. Let me tell you something. Every Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon, they used to go to the store. I didn't have no money. I didn't even have nobody that would send me money to put on my books. But I kept on serving God. I didn't let that bother me. And while I was up there, I heard my daughter told me that I wasn't her father. But that's all right. But that didn't stop me. I kept on pressing on, and I kept on pushing. And then I heard my daddy told me, I don't care what he do. I'm not going to visit him, and I'm not sending him no money. But that's all right. I kept on pushing on. I heard my mama said, that's my son, but he done it wrong. I'm not going up there to see about it now. He'll be all right. How many know had that? But let me tell you something. I didn't stop there. I kept on pressing on and pushing on and leaning forward to God's uncovered hand. But God told me this. He said I would never change my ways. For my ways are the same as from the beginning until right now, and gonna be on further on. See, y'all got to understand it. I went to jail. I stayed there for 2 years and 6 months, y'all. People tried me, y'all. You know they was gonna try me because I'm saying I'm serving God. They came to my bunks. I said, do you want to do this? And do you want to do that? They came to my bunk with the marijuanas, but I just turned my head and said, Lord, help me now. Help me, Lord. Help me now. I asked them for a detail on the outside. They wouldn't give me that. But God said, Chris, be patient now. I'm going to give you according to your riches, according to your goods. Just hang on. I'm paraphrasing the scriptures, but God knows what I'm talking about. I'm hoping that you understand what I'm trying to tell you. We can't be too quick and we can't be too slow. We just got to be right and let God take control of this stunner wheel. Let God drive. Instead of you saying, God is driving with me. Say, God drive me. Drive me, Lord, to the destiny that you want me to go. Instead of you saying, Lord, I'm falling. Follow me, Lord. Say, God, follow me. Let me lead you to my place, God. Take me, God. Take me higher. Higher, Lord. Higher. Because I'm tired of the microwave dinners. I'm tired of fixing it fast. A quick fix. You know how those quick fix is. Some of you are still doing those fix it, those fix quicks, sermons. But let me tell you, if God ain't in it, it won't be right. God got to be right there in it. I remember, y'all. I remember, and I never forget the date. September the 16th, 2000. The lawyer came to me and said the judge has reduced your sentence. The judge have told me to tell you that 2000 September you'll be going home, but this is the condition. You'll be on papers that may take you through the grave, but 2000 you'll be released, y'all. Listen here, after all that I've been through, I had to go back and forward to jail when I got out, because every time I turned around, I was violating my parole and the probation. But God was able to see me through all of it. Every time they gave me 2 years, 2 years, 2 years on the probation violation and the parole violation. See, you don't know where I'm going with this. Through it all, and by the grace of God, through it all, and by the grace of God, I'm 41 years old. Back then, I was a bad influenced person. I could be lying to you in your face and have you to believe just about everything I'm telling you. But one day a man named Jesus stopped by and he visited me. He said, I'm all you need. If you was to give me your time, I will make everything work out just for your good. I see in the Bible in Genesis chapter 15, it said, even when my enemy meant it for my bad, God turned it around to my. And see, that's the same thing that God done for me. When my enemy thought they was doing me some bad, God turned everything around to my good. See, they gave me all this probation and all this parole. But God wanted to see how faithful I was with Him doing His work. I kept on serving God. I kept on going to my churches. And then after a while, my uncle said, Chris, I'm going to ordain you to be a pastor. And he ordained me to be a pastor. And I'm the pastor today. And then I had to go back in front of Cato. That last time I went in front of him, he said, son, why you keep violating your probation? And why you keep violating your parole? I said, Your Honor, I was put out here to do a work. Oh, my God. Listen here now. He said, what type of work do you do? I say, I do. I minister to millions and millions of people. He said, so you're a minister? No, I said, yeah, I'm a minister, but I'm the pastor. And I have to go places and places. He said, do you have your license? to show that you are a pastor. And I said, yes, sir. So I present them to him. Now remember, God said in Genesis chapter 50, when my enemy meant it for my bad, God turned it around for my. So what I'm trying to tell you, that God intervened in the courtroom and got in Judge Wallace Cato. And everybody know him. If you're from South Georgia, you know him. He was the meanest and toughest judge you can go in front of him. They say when his glasses is all the way up his nose, you're okay. But when they come off his nose and drop, you might as well hug your mama and say, goodbye, mama. But that man say, I suspend each and every one of his probations and the paroles. Suspend it all. He said, Chris, you continue doing what you say you're going to do. Don't let me see you back in my courtroom. And I'm 41 years old now. I supposed to have been came off probation when I was 60 or 70 years old. But God saw the best in me. Even when every one of my people, even my aunties, cousins, whoever y'all don't know who y'all was. Once told me that I would never amount to anything, that I would never do this. I always do this and always be there. I'm not mad at you. Oh, no. I'm proud. Because he saw the best in me. You all see the worst in me. Everywhere I go. Judgmental. He don't judge me. The Bible says, judge not yet ye be judged. God bless you.